everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will be talking about assistantship. We will especially focus on masters and PhD. This is because for undergraduate in US, it is difficult to find assistantship. They mostly get scholarship and there is some difference between these two. Let's get started. First of all, today's topic or headline we can say. First, we'll talk about what is assistantship, and we'll also discuss about the detail of assistantship, its type. Second, we'll talk about scholarship and the difference between assistantship and scholarship. Third, we'll be talking about how we can get an assistantship, how to identify the opportunities regarding assistantship, and the things to be considered in getting assistantship. Fourth, we will be talking about the list of universities. I will provide list to you. Finally, a topic you might be interested in. Can I apply to the department and get assistantship? And in this all these 5 questions this video is based on. So let's go one by one. First, we'll talk about what is assistantship. An assistantship is a simple. You need to know that it's an academic employment. Okay, this is employment opportunity actually for students given by the university. In this, you will be provided with financial support. It's written here: financial support, professional experience, educational benefit. In exchange means what you know. They will give you something, and in return, you need to give them something, right? So they will give you financial support, professional experience, and educational benefit, and you need to support them in case of research or teaching or administration work or the assistantship. Regarding the administration, I'll not talk about it. We'll talk about teaching and the research only. So you need to remember that it is highly competitive, and it is a common way for graduate students to fund their education while gaining valuable experience. Now let's talk about types of assistantship. And in types of assistantship, first type we have is teaching assistantship. Teaching assistantship is a position offered to the graduate student and sometimes to the undergraduate student as well by the university to support teaching related activity in exchange of financial benefit such as stipends, tuition waiver, sometimes reduction in tuition fee. Teaching assistantship are common in many academic programs, especially in graduate studies, and so are both educational and financial purpose. Okay. Now, the key responsibilities of TA. This is the most asked question, and most of the students have curiosity that what are the responsibility of TA in any university in US. Let's start one by one. Okay. First, assisting in teaching, assisting professor or the instructor to delivering lectures, conducting lab sessions, or leading discussion section. And also you need to do grading. Grading means evaluating assignments, exams, giving project, and also if project is submitted by the student, you need to grade them. And another, we can say the classroom management, like management classroom activities, maintaining attendance record, or setting up the equipments for class for any project or any like practical session. Then course preparation. You need to assist professor in preparing materials such as slides or sometime handout, or you need to make lab setups such as if the today's practical is about dissection of any animal, then you need to prepare the lab for dissection and manage the animal. Professor will give you a theoretical lecture, or sometime you need to give theoretical lecture, and then the students will do the practical and you assist them during their practicals. Now another thing, if benefit of TA I need to talk about, then it's professional development. That means offering teaching experience which is beneficial for those pursuing career in academic or the education. Like you want to be professor, then it's the best one. But the minimum criteria for TA is little higher than the RA, Another is skill enhancement. In this case, you will improve your communication, your leadership, and another thing is time management skill. You learn all these skill, and also networking opportunity. Like you will be connected with faculties, other professors, fellow students, or academic professionals while going to, let's suppose, a conference or a symposium. It will help you the later stage of your career. Now, there are two types of assistantship. One is teaching assistantship, what we talked about. Now, the next is research assistantship. And by name, you can get the idea. Teaching assistantship means you need to involve in teaching. Research assistantship means you need to involve in research. These are the two main difference. And other about the detail of TA we went through. Now, about the research assistantship, let's begin. A research assistantship is a form of academic employment. We can say it's employment offered by the university to the graduate students, similar to TA, where they will assist in research activity in exchange of financial support like stipends, told you before also, and also tuition waiver. And this support often includes stipends, tuition remission, and or sometimes benefits such as health insurance. Depends upon the professor and the depends upon the university or the project you are working in. Key feature of research assistantship is contribute in the research. You need to contribute to the research. Research is given by the professor and you need to stay in some part or whole project and you need to do the research. Sometimes you get the teaching assistantship as I told you before while you are in the university, but not always. One semester of TA will help you in future. So if you get the chance and your professor allows you to do TA, then please get involved in TA for one semester. Now the financial benefit. In financial benefits, you will get tuition waiver or sometime reduction only for some percent. And another is monthly stipends for your living expenses and potential health insurance coverage or other benefits depends upon the university or the project you are working in. The next is time commitment. Time commitment is crucial when you are working as a RA or TA. In time commitment, graduate assistantship usually involve 20 hours per week, allowing students to manage both their academic pursuits and the work obligations effectively. But balancing assistantship responsibility with academic requirements requires effective time management and prioritization, such as students can achieve harmonious blend of work and study, both right, paving the way for personal and professional development. You need to remember that the 20-hour per week is given time by law, but not the exact law of that lab where you are working. That means you need to work more than 20 hours in lab as a graduate research assistantship, okay? And it mostly depends upon professor and the work you are engaged in. You have seen that most of the lab work for 35 to 40 hours per week. It's a minimum. And also I have seen some lab working 60 hours per week, which is I have seen is maximum. So you need to work more than 20 hours mostly. Some lab, yeah, it's okay. They work only 20 hours. Let's talk about the contract. It is awarded for a semester or a year, but no need to worry about because it will extend for whole study period. So next, we'll talk about selection process. During the selection process, you will have an interview or meeting with professor and sometime with the department, and they will do the selection. How well prepared you are, how strong your academics are, how strongly you fit in that lab depends upon your credentials. So professor or department might take your interview and then they will select. I'll give you detail of professor selection in later coming videos, so please make sure you subscribe to our channel and you don't miss any of the upcoming videos which are related to going abroad in assistantship. Remember, in case of department selection, department has the schedule of taking an interview and they will notify you through your mail. Remember that department interview is very different than the professor interview, and we'll discuss this in upcoming videos. And next, application often required resume, statement of purpose, and faculty recommendations. You need to be prepared with it, okay? And the institutional variation. Selection process, specific forms, stipends or duty varies between department to department within the university and university to university as well. So most of the process we search assistantship is professor assistantship, and then some university offers you department assistantship as well. Next, what is scholarship? You might know about scholarship very well. Let me explain a little to you. Okay, that scholarship is also a financial support where you can see here, which covers educational expenses such as tuition, books, and cost of living. But it's awarded according to academic merit, financial need, or other criteria of field of study. Okay, and also you need to remember it covers some part of your study. Sometimes it covers your whole study, but mostly it covers some part of it, and then you need to pay yourself. But in case of extensive, it's different. So now let's look to the extensive and scholarship. Scholarship will be awarded for some period of time, such as for a semester, for 1 year only, or the specific amount, which will cover only 1 year or only 1 month. Sometimes it covers 80%, sometimes it covers only 10%. But the assistantship will cover all your tuition fee throughout your study period. I suggest you all to go with assistantship. So for bachelor's, assistantship is difficult to get, so they mostly go in scholarship. The next is, how can we get assistantship? This is the most important question, right? First, you need to go to the university's portal and see if there is any available assistantship. I will show you in this slide. First, check the department website, and then another way is to contact advisor or professor. Third is ask current student. Like if I am in a university and I am working under some professor, then you can contact me, ask me if my professor is searching or another professor whom I might know, right? They are searching. And one of the most important thing you need to remember is, if a current student in a university is there, he will go in some conference, like will meet some other professor. He can meet the professor during the lecture. They are thinking about hiring a student from that specific country, so they might help you. Like if you are from Nigeria, Nigerian student can help you. If you are from India, Indian people can help you. If Pakistan, then Pakistan students can help you. If you are from Nepal, Nepalese student can help you. Here you can see image, right? Is written assistantship, and in here you can see everything about the assistantship at LSU. Okay, and in this section you can see available assistantship, means if available assistantship is there, they will push it there. You can check from it. It is one of the way. Okay, not the best way, but one of the way. I told you already, the idea is to ask your senior or the classmate who are in the different university in US. They can give you idea about the professor who is seeking the student, right? And also they can give idea about what they are doing in their lab and how you can contact him, and in the interview how you can deliver your strength. Similarly, strengthening your application, you need to make strong application. How you can make that one? You might be lucky enough to get a professor just mailing without showing your strength, but it's rare. So make strong CV or resume, so that professor will go through your resume and get the idea what you are strong at, how you can write it. In CV you need to keep your skills which is related to that professor. Then professor will see, okay, he is interested this case and he has this skills. These skills are useful for me. I don't need too much put effort to teach them or teach him or her, right? And also you need to make a strong SOP, statement of purpose, and showcase your relevant skill. I told you skill is one of the most important professor look for. Now, list of the universities. There are about 4,000 higher education institutions in US. Okay, I have listed most of the public universities with very few private institutions here, and I will provide you link of the university in the description. I have listed different university, but you might be confused that I have not listed what you are looking for. However, I have listed it without location. So location might not be seen with name of the university. Let's take an example. University of California. It is located in different locations like Davis, Los Angeles, Berkeley, San Diego, and San Francisco. So I have written as UC Davis, means University of California, Davis. Now you can search University of California, Los Angeles, University of California, San Diego. This type of university list about 143, 45 I have listed. You can go and you can see. Okay. The next, if I apply to the department, is this means I don't get assistantship? Let's see. If you apply to the department, it doesn't mean you'll get assistantship, but also it doesn't mean that you don't get assistantship. Yeah, you can get assistantship. You how you apply and what are the rule of the university or the what is the rule of that department. You need to know it very clearly so that you if you apply you can get assistantship. Okay, and it depends. Actually, many of the departments provide assistantship to the students, and it is always a competitive process. Okay, so that your application should be strong. And I have seen that the Department of Agriculture or Livestock Economics mostly provide assistantship through department application. So there are chance. Some university provides departmental assistantship only once a year, a specific semester, such as at LSU, PT, or PSU. Provide departmental funding only in fall semesters. I have already mentioned that this process is competitive and the assistantship depend upon the funding availability of the department and also your application. How strong your application is, and also timing, like December 1st is the deadline and you applied after December 1st, you will be rejected. And about the deadline or timing, if you are an international student, I recommend you to apply at least 1 week earlier than the deadline. And another thing is, if you have faculty advisor, like professor recommend you to apply through department application, and then if you are not selected because of the competitive process, professor might take you through their funding. Happens sometime and it is happening. So I have seen many cases of it that professors say apply through the department. If you are not get selected, I will select you from my funding. But need to remember your application should meet the department's criteria. You need to be qualified, eligible for that department. Now, to improve your chances of securing assistantship, what you need to do? First, do visit department's website to understand their policies, and you can contact the department to know about the details like for graduate students, for masters, what are the criteria, for PhD, what are the criteria, right? And write a strong SOP. Lastly, you can reach out the professor of your interest in a specific subject and ask them if they have assistantship. This topic will be discussed detail in upcoming videos. So please subscribe our channel and share with friends. Let's grow together. Let's summarize whatever we discussed today. Assistantship and scholarship are two different things, and always search for assistantship, which has many benefits over scholarship, right? So second, there are two types of assistantship. One is TA, another is RA. And also we learned that how to identify assistantship opportunity in the department's website. Other opportunity I will talk later videos. Okay, making your application strong will make high chance of getting assistantship. Another list of the university are provided in the description. And at last, permanent application also gives us assistantship in both TA and RA. Thank you everyone. Please help us grow and share with friends. Do subscribe and press the bell icon. Don't miss any update or any important topic. We wish we meet in the next video. See you everyone. Thank you.